Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. We are joined by the Yew Chung College of Early Childhood Education with us today, based in Hong Kong, and they're going to be talking to us about their teaching program specifically. So thank you so much for all the counsellors that have joined us today. I will just talk to you briefly about how the format's going to work before handing over to Crystal to get things started. So just to let you know, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the Q&A box at the bottom and we'll answer them at the end of the session. So yes, I will now pass over to Crystal to get things started. Over to you, Crystal.
Good evening from Hong Kong, everyone. Nice to see you. Just want to check, is everybody can hear clearly? I think so. Yeah. How are you today, everyone? Welcome to the introduction session to the Yew Chung College of Early Childhood Education, YCCECE. My name is Crystal. I'm the Assistant Professor and the Dean of Studies of YCCECE here. It's my honor to see you here in this session. First of all, let me introduce to you our President, Professor Carrie Lee. Professor Carrie Lee brings extensive academic and leadership experience in the field of ECE, early childhood education. And he is also recognized as one of the top 2% most cited scientists globally, specializing in cognitive developmental psychology. Here, please meet Professor Carrie Lee.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. My name is Carrie Lee. I'm president of the Yew Chung College of Early Childhood Education. Founded in 2018 by the Yew Chung Education Foundation, our college builds on over 90 years of experience in K-12 education. Originally established as a community college, we have evolved into a degree-granting institution dedicated to providing world-class teacher education in early childhood education. Now, this year breaks new ground. In August, September, we're going to be offering a postgraduate diploma in education, as well as a master in education. I hope you will find these courses interesting, and I'll leave the rest of the time to my colleague, who will tell you a lot more about our programs. I hope to see you in Hong Kong. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome back. Okay, so today, during this introduction session, I'm going to share with you the history and the program introduction of our college, as well as our research uniqueness, including the projects and the research outcomes. Also, we would like to share with you for the young generation about your study pathway, career path, as well as the international student support as well. Okay, of course, in terms of the international student support, definitely the financial support will be the key as well. All right, so let's start. Here comes the YCYW history. YC stands for Yew Chung, YW stands for Yew. Yew Chung Education Foundation is the foundation over 19 years experience in quality early childhood education and learning through play. Over the 19 years development, actually our foundation has completed the novel from baby to postgraduate 1 through train quality teaching and learning experience in terms of our settings. So we have our early childhood education settings, we have our international primary education, secondary education, and also, of course, the tertiary education. As one of our YCYW Education Network member, we are so honored to be shared that we are actually located in Hong Kong, in Aberdeen. It's the southern side of Hong Kong Island. And at the same time, I'm also really honored to share with you, actually, YCCECE Education Network is a really comprehensive and well-developed international network. We have over 20 educational settings all over the world, including mainland China, in the US, also in UK. Since the last century, 1933, the first Yew Chung school and kindergarten opened. Throughout the 90 years development, our Yew Chung College of Early Childhood Education established as the first and the only specialist institute in Asia. Of course, as the specialist in early childhood education, the only one of its kind in Asia, also, of course, in local Hong Kong, the college actually continues to provide the positively impact in ECE, not only locally, but also globally, regionally.
With 90 years of illustrious history in educating and developing children, Yew Chung is synonymous with high-quality early childhood education. Today, Yew Chung College of Early Childhood Education, or YCCECE, is still the first and only specialist degree-awarding ECE institution in Hong Kong, China, and Asia, offering a range of bachelor's degree, higher diploma, and diploma programs. The YCCECE approach stands out with its innovative learning pedagogy, as well as the unique concept of play-based learning and a child-centered approach built from ground up, spearheaded by Dr. Betty Chan Po King, who has been revolutionizing the ECE field in Hong Kong since the 1970s. We equip our students with 4 core ECE professional qualifications in Hong Kong, enabling them to be registered with the Education Bureau and Social Welfare Department.
And I'm a graduate from YCCECE, and currently I am a class teacher at YCCECE Shanghai. I made the decisions of going to Shanghai because the school introduced us the TOT program, the Teachers of Tomorrow. They giving YCCECE's graduates a chance to experience the Yew Chung school to try to make what you learn into life.
There are various types of learning spaces at YCCECE. Each provides students with the resources to expand their educational and practical experience. The Pamela Peck Discovery Space, or PPDS, is a specialist play space and living laboratory on campus, designed for children from birth to 8 and their families.
Our students can be observers and a mentor in the Pamela Peck Discovery Space. It is essential for our students to apply their knowledge and get a sense of their needs, skills, interests, and how they learn best. They will gain priceless experiences here so as to ultimately improve their teaching practices and curriculum planning skills.
YCCECE strives to help students become global, well-rounded ECE professionals to interact with people of different beliefs, backgrounds, and cultures. All programs are taught in English by ECE teaching and research experts from around the world. That the college opens doors for students to see the world through countless enrichment opportunities, including overseas exchange programs, social services, and exciting internship opportunities. YCCECE is among the most generous in terms of offering scholarships and financial aid to students. Students can focus on learning, goals, and dreams, unfettered by financial considerations. Over 80% of our students have been awarded different levels of scholarship and bursary support in recent years.
YCCECE gave me everything I ever wanted. Studying here has definitely given me an edge over my peers. I have been provided with extensive ECE knowledge and internship opportunities. At the same time, it's collaborative, it's caring. It's about more than a classroom, and it really feels like a place that's home. Now I'm much better prepared to be an educator and help nurture the next generation.
Passionate,
inspired,
motivating,
creative,
inclusive,
intelligent.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks so much for watching our movie. It's all about our college's uniqueness, as well as the sharing from some of our alumni and the current staff as well. So definitely our mission is about the whole person development. Okay, so actually Yew Chung College of Early Childhood Education, we can say that it's dedicated to providing the world-class training for early childhood educators. So being relatively small, of course, as what you just saw, again, we provide a level of personal tuition and the attention that the larger university or colleges that they cannot. So our commitment to children's development is at the heart of our mission. So we set our teacher education programs apart by certain them on the Yew Chung approach to early childhood education. Here comes our college leadership. We just met Professor Carrie Lee as our president and the chair professor of child development in our college. At the same time, please also see about our Professor Eric Zheng, the vice president academic, and Dr. Franklin, our vice president administration. And actually, at YCCECE, we have the global leaders and scholars in the ECE supporting us on all different levels. So of course, from governance to academic program design, and also from research to the practice. So they share our vision, our mission, and our passions. So enabling the YCCECE to retain the forefront of the field. Besides the internationalized diverse background of our faculty members and the professional leadership, we also enjoy the internationalized student body. So according to our statistics, up to 40% of our students are non-Chinese speaking students. They come from all different regions, countries with diverse cultural backgrounds, including India, Philippines, South Africa, Nepal, Pakistan, mainland China, and of course our local students as well. In terms of the students' age and also the educational background is also diverse, because ECE, the early childhood education professionals, could be a lifelong career for our students. So therefore, not only the fresh grad students, but also the young parents or even the frontline experienced teacher, they would like to enhance their teaching skills. They would like to join our program as well. Definitely, to provide certain financial aids, okay, to release and reduce the financial burdens and obstacles for our students in the college. We are actually providing a comprehensive scholarships and grants and bursary and awards schemes. So here it comes to our programs. As what we just watched and shared, ECE, the Early Childhood Education major, is our flagship uniqueness actually in our college's teacher training program. So not only the higher diploma, but also Bachelor of Education in Early Childhood Education programs are our key programs for you to consider. In the year 1 and 2, in the bachelor degree studies and also the high diploma studies, students are not only focused on the common core curriculum, the ECE specialized courses studies, but also on top of that, the practicum or placement is really unique. In terms of the practicum, we are offering 8-week practicum opportunities for our students in their year 1 and 2 studies. It allows students to polish their observations and hands-on teaching and learning skills in various ECE settings, including in the local kindergarten settings, in the international school settings, and also in the special educational settings as well. So, what's more unique is the practicum arrangement in Yew Chung International School, which actually is exclusively offered to our YCCECE students taking the ECE programs. After the first 2 years studies, our senior year bachelor degree program students will also have the choice on their concentrations and of course the capstone projects. In terms of the concentrations, we actually offering 4 different cutting-edge areas for our students to choose, including the infant and toddler education, special educational needs, innovations and new literacies, and teaching Chinese as a second language. For our senior year entry program structure, maybe for our other students to consider is you may choose part-time or full-time to continue your top-up degree in our college. After your graduation from our high diploma or bachelor degree programs, you will be eligible to apply for different core professional qualifications, including registered kindergarten teacher, registered childcare worker, registered childcare supervisor, and of course, the qualified special childcare worker. Actually, 2024 is one of our milestones in our college as well. Why? Because the college actually has successfully been granted and approved the status for postgraduate degree programs development and launching. We are going to launch 2 new postgraduate programs, including the PGDE, we call it Postgraduate Diploma in Education, Early Childhood Education, as well as our Master of Education. Both of these 2 programs are 1-year full-time programs. Particularly for Master of Education program, we are having 2 different modes, part-time or full-time. And of course, 2 different streams as well. One is for Chinese, another one is for English. So our prospective students actually could make their own choice to enhance their academic pursuing. As what we just mentioned earlier, not only the program design and development, but also the research project, community projects are also one of our key features and key missions in our college. YCCECE is actually making an impact on the most fast-moving and challenging early childhood education trends in Hong Kong, actively interact with the professional parties. Our research office is thrive to closely collaborate with different practitioners, including the different stakeholders, have exchange connections with the government and also the industry leaders to facilitate our in-depth research that contribute to ECE development in Hong Kong and regionally. So one of our flagship program is the STEM curriculum design, funded by Hong Kong Jockey Club charity funding body, actually. So other than that, we also have a lot of research projects focused on children's wellness, special educational needs, even the language learning. I think the PPDS Terminal Park Discovery Space is also one of our flagship facilities and unit in our Ting 1 campus. Terminal Park Discovery Space is a specialist play space on our campus designed for children and families from birth to age, aiming to actively promote innovative best practice in ECE. Throughout each session, our qualified teachers will actually organize designated engagement activities, inviting children to practice and to participate based on their preference and their choice. Totally, we have 14 different types of engagement areas on site.
In southwest of Hong Kong Island, there is a traditional fishing town named Aberdeen. Every day, the town people get up really early and dive right into all kinds of work ahead. Pamela Peck Discovery Space is an eminent part of Yew Chung College of Early Childhood Education, the first and only specialist ECE degree awarding institution in Asia. It has been a part of this town since 2019. Now, like the town people, it is ready to begin another day of learning and play.
Pamela Peck Discovery Space is YCCECE's crown jewel, a living laboratory where the best practices of ECE come alive for YCCECE students, a research playground for its faculty and in its purest form, an interactive play space for families to experience and to learn about play in a whole new way.
Welcome to Pamela Peck Discovery Space, a place where young children and their families are free to explore and learn about play in lifelike environments full of local nostalgia and wonder.
While engaging in fun activities with their loved ones, the child is learning, the family is learning, and the YCCECE community also learns from those precious interactions. Every area at Discovery Space is intentionally designed to invite children and their families to experience together the power of learning through play in familiar places. In our space, we bring a little of the local landscapes, MTR, junk boats, traditional bamboo scaffolding, for example, and we mix it with other common environments such as a theater, a market, and an art study. Our teachers create opportunities for children and families to join in different activities. Everything is curated to elevate and highlight the power of play in the development of the whole child. Through play, children learn new things, practice what they know, and make connections to the world around them. PPDS is part of a journey that starts as we interact with young children and serve not only the local community, but our YCCECE students who are becoming the new generation of ECE teachers.
Throughout the years, Pamela Peck Discovery Space has become part of the community and frequented by local children, their families, schools, and other ECE professionals looking to learn and experience educational play.
Will you come play with us and learn with us?
Okay, now let's take a quick look of your study pathway in our college. As what we mentioned previously, here is the institute focused on early childhood education, from diploma level, diploma in early childhood education and care, to higher diploma in early childhood education. It's a full-time 2-year program. And after this particular program studies, you will be eligible to apply for core license in ECE in Hong Kong. The registered kindergarten teacher, registered childcare worker, registered childcare supervisor, and qualified special childcare worker. And at the same time, we do have multiple public examination schemes there for you to choose for your articulations and your admission applications. Or even you can consider of our bachelor degree program, the Bachelor of Education Honors in Early Childhood Education. It's a it's a 4-year full-time program. Of course, if you are a sub-degree holder, you may consider about the senior year entry of our top-up Bachelor of Education in Early Childhood Education programs admission. After you have certain years of field experience in early childhood education, you will be qualified or you will be eligible to apply our certification course for kindergarten principals. YCCECE is the only one private institute invited by Education Bureau of Hong Kong to design and launch this particular certification course. This is also our quality teacher training in early childhood educational fields recognition. Again, we actually provide a comprehensive scholarships and awards schemes to our students, including the entrance scholarships, bow and roll scholarships, etc. The ultimate goal is to release our students' financial burdens, to let them can focus on their academic excellencies. At the same time, we would like to also share with you some digits. On top of our scholarship schemes, actually students from local, of course, they can consider to enjoy the subsidies from Hong Kong government. And of course, for local students, we also have exclusive scholarship and awards to our non-local students. Okay. So maybe some of you may consider already what is actually our prospective career path or job opportunities upon your graduations, right? So actually under our unique Yew Chung UR education network, we are having the Yew Chung UR Teachers of Tomorrow scheme. The short form is TOT. Okay, for our bachelor degree and also the higher diploma graduates. Actually, the selected candidates will be employed as our class teachers in Yew Chung International School in Hong Kong campus or Shanghai campus with 1 year full-time contract. Students who actually excel the academic excellencies could have the best start to their ECE careers. In general, we are saying that for registered kindergarten teachers in Hong Kong, they have a really comprehensive career development pathway, particularly after the guidelines announced by Education Bureau of Hong Kong 2025. The teacher starting salary in Hong Kong can be up to 25K. After the being the class teacher, our teachers could be promoted continuously from head teachers to vice principal and then principals. We can see the really fruitful improvement in terms of the salary scales. Of course, after your studies related to early childhood education, you're not necessarily to be a frontline teachers, but also you can join our publication industry, serving as the government or the non-government organizations for children. So we can say that ECE as the professional training is actually could be applied for multidisciplinary career possibilities. Particularly for our international students, we understood that all of our students may have different needs. So therefore, we provide also comprehensive supports to our international students as well, including our languages support, community service, academic enrichment, faith, financial well-being, also the students' mental health and career counseling. At the same time, we do have our student associations under our student development office, as well as our student supporting groups. So we do believe that our students are mature enough and we do trust them to take their initiatives to enrich their college life and make it more valuable and remarkable. So what actually could help our YCCECE graduates differently? And how can we equip our YCCECE educators being an international and considerable qualified kindergarten teachers? So therefore, we actually embedded all the international exchange programs into our studies. Each year, our students will have different, we call it various opportunities and chances to exchange and also to communicate with the ECE experts from different countries in different regions. For example, last year, we actually visited the Fuji kindergartens in Tokyo, in Japan, and also we visited Australia and also Korea, particularly, of course, mainland China, Suzhou, and Shanghai, etc. So here is about my presentations. Okay, so now let's welcome one of our alumni, Miss Charlie, to join us for Q&A session, because I do understand that maybe all of you have different types of questions, would like to know more about our college life, our students' college life, our program, etc. Okay, so let's welcome Miss Charlie. Thank you, Miss Charlie's sharing. Definitely is really fruitful, and I hope that it will be helpful. Okay, so last but not least, I would like to share with you if you or your students would like to apply, but how to do so. Okay, so of course, first of all, to be really easily, please visit our website. Okay, so our college website, YCCECE.edu.hk. And then you will find the button Apply Now. All right, so click the button, create your account. Of course, to try your best to fill up all the blanks, provide all the necessary information to complete your application with the application fee. Our admission team will definitely arrange the interview, your interview as soon as possible. Okay, so after the interview conducted, normally within 7 working days, the applicant will receive the result. Maybe conditional offer, or even, of course, some of may not a good result. No, I cannot do that. So let's say 好，係啦。OK，咁我由 how to apply 開始。1、2、3。Thank you so much, Miss Charlie's sharing. I hope that it will helpful. Okay, so last but not least, I would like to also share with you, just in case you and your students would like to apply, but how to do so. Okay, so first of all, it's really easy. Please visit our website. To directly, you can type apply.yccece.edu.hk, and then to create your account, fill up the blanks, complete the information that will be required or necessary. After your application fee payable, then our admission team will arrange the interview as soon as possible. Okay, so normally after the admission interview, within the 7 working days, you may receive the result. Okay, so after that, you may follow our steps for the offer acceptance. Okay, so including to complete the registration procedures, to settle the related fee, etc., etc. The most important thing is if you have any inquiry, okay, so please just scan the QR code for English, or you prefer Chinese language. Okay, you please feel free to scan the QR code to communicate with our admission team. All right, so we will try to respond ASAP. All right, so thank you so much for your patience and listening. Looking forward to seeing you soon in Hong Kong. Thank you. Have a good day. Okay, so I think I talk so much. Now it's about the Q&A session.
Perfect, amazing. So I will run through some questions just as a reminder to counsellors attending. There is a Q&A box at the bottom should you have any questions yourself. These are just some frequently asked questions. So the first one is, how has the college prepared students for current trends or challenges in early childhood education?
Okay, great. Thank you so much for the questions. If you don't mind, I would like to introduce to you our students, actually our current students, Miss Charlie. Okay, she would like to share with you, meanwhile answering the questions, if you don't mind. Is that okay?
Sounds good to me.
That's great. Thank you. Maybe I can have Miss Charlie to share first.
Yeah. Do you want to do a brief introduction?
Yes, of course. So I am a student in YCCCE, and I'm now currently in higher diploma year 2. Yes, my name is Charlie. I'm from mainland China, and yes, non-local student here. So according to your question, we do have some like challenges in the early childhood education, and then of course, this job, maybe job burnout, maybe lack of resources, lack of experience in the classroom. So that's in our college, we actually have a lot of resources to help. Like we have every month we have little practicum observation day in PPDS and Family Practice Discovery Space. And then we can learn a lot about environmental setting, which we also call the figure ground. And then I think that it really helpful. And then also we have some site visits. Our lecturers arrange us for some visit to the childcare center or some international kindergarten, which really helps us because the teachers there, they obviously have more experiences than us, and then they shared a lot with us about classroom management or how they use those resources, or the challenges that the kindergarten children are facing, like from kindergarten to primary. They shared a lot of experiences to us. And then, yes, I think in this aspect, our college did really good job. And then as a student, I feel like to be a future teacher, we're equipped. Yes, thank you. I hope this helps us.
No worries. Oh, thank you so much. We also have a question about practical experience. So if you can describe a memorable moment during fieldwork or practice that's reinforced your passion for the field, if you have an example.
Yeah. Actually, today I had my practicum. I'm in practicum right now. And then this time I went to Melbourne. It's a very good international school, I would say. And then in our class, there's a group of children who really need help in their social emotional development, especially they're in K2 right now. So it's from kindergarten to primary. And the teachers found a lot of problems need to solve for those children. I was very lucky to be invited into their meeting with the principal, with the SEN teacher, and also 3 of our class teacher. They had some brainstorm to analyze those children's behavior, and then with those theories and with the milestones, with all the resources that they have to help the children. At that moment, I feel like the knowledge, the theory that we learn in our college is not, I don't want to say useless, but in real classroom setting, it's really helpful. And I saw that all the teachers are using that to really help children, to help them with their social emotional development, to help them with their from kindergarten to primary. So I think that spot really inspired me to learn more. And then I know that that helped for children. Yes. I hope that answered your questions.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. We just also have a question on how collaborative is the learning environment, and do students and faculty work close together?
Oh, yes. I believe that Dr. Crystal have already introduced that we have student development office, which is SDO. And also in practicum, we have supervisor, we have practicum manager that really help us. Like during 2 weeks, we have a briefing. Before practicum, we have briefing. After practicum, we have briefing. And then we have also a workshop because we also introduced that we have research program, and one of the research program is called K2P, from kindergarten to primary. And then my supervisor is one of the member of K2P, so that she brought a lot of resources. We have the story bag, we have the games that she designed, and then the books that she felt is very good. So we had quite like frequent contact, and then for this I felt very helpful. Also mentally, for like academic pressure or some personal problems that you want to have someone to talk. We also have SDO that those teachers, they're really like kind and then friendly, so that we have really good relationship. So I think in this point, teachers and students, we have really good connections and then communication. So yes, I hope that answered you.
Thank you so much. Yes, also a question on support and resources. So what academic or career support resources have you found most helpful? For instance, like mentorship, counseling, workshops, anything like that?
For workshop, yes, of course, workshop, maybe from a professor out of our college, from I remember is Chinese University, Hong Kong. And then we also had like a lot of professors from overseas to share their experiences in ECE. And also, I was very lucky to be a volunteer for Coursera meeting, that conference. And then I helped a lot and I listened a lot. I learned a lot from that conference. So I'm very lucky because college gave me that chance. Yes, workshops, I would say for practicum workshop, it's very useful because we can bring back a lot of like story bags or a lot of resources. So yes, that helps.
Oh, that's good to hear. Also a question on what networking opportunities there are. So what networking opportunities have you leveraged through the college? Yeah, and like what kind of career opportunities you have in the college?
Recently, I joined one program called Yew Chung Professional Development, which held by the director of PPDS, Ms. Miriam Shah. And that program is for like future development. And then I remember in the interview that we talk about like my future dream about ECE is actually I want to be teacher for a few years, and then after teacher maybe I want to do something like STEM box or story bags. Those materials and resources can also help children. So that when I talked to the director, I was really surprised because she wants me to write a personal statement. And then in that personal statement, she wants me not to write, okay, what do I want to do? How do I want to continue my work? She said, I want you to say, what do you think you can help children? Maybe you can help poor children. maybe you can help SEN children, maybe you can help children with their family. So I think it's more about dream. And then she said, we can have a plan, we can have 10 weeks of plan that I can get to know you more, and then we can connect you, some networking. Before you go into the field, you already know who is in this field and who can help you, and then make some network. So I think that program was really inspiring. And then, yes, I think that's pretty helpful.
Oh, that's really good. Now we have a final question, which is, what's a unique feature of Yew Chung College that surprised you or exceeded your expectations?
Unique point, I would say women's power. Because in this college, I would say a lot of teachers, most of the teachers, they're female. And so I saw that they're really doing nice job. They're program manager, they're lecturers, and they're having research program. They're having their PhD program, and then also at the same time, they're a mom. So I think they're really strong. They showed me that, okay, girls have a lot of possibilities, which really inspired me. Yes, that's the one thing I feel really unique. And the other thing is the help from the college, because I'm a mainland student, and then I just came here alone. So my families and my parents, they're still in mainland China. And so I need to live alone here. For me to rent a house, I've never been to Hong Kong before. To rent a house is really like trouble for me. But then college helped us to connect the apartment. So like we have the apartment monthly through the college, and we got student discount, which is really good. So I would say that is very unique. And also I would say the more chance that we can talk to teachers and also leaders in our college. For example, I remember that we just had a new president, and then the day that he came, we had a president lunch for 2 days, and then a lot of students came, and then we talked about this college, and then the president asked us, what do we want, like for a student event or for something that they can improve. So I think that's a really valuable chance that we can really talk to presidents, and then they ask us about our study life and this college. And also I would say English helping, because at the beginning of the year, we need to take the CEPT test, which is the Cambridge English Professional Test. And then according to our grades, the college will offer us help. Let's say some workshop of English, how to like improve your English speaking. And then every Tuesday, one of our lecturer, Dr. Bermelin, he had English corner, so that students who are a little bit weak in English can join that group. So I would say that's really helpful, especially students. That's really helpful. Yes, I hope that answered. Thank you.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, thank you so much for sharing your insights, and I'm sure it's been very helpful for the counsellors to understand the student experience. So yeah, I know there was also a question in the chat which Marcus answered, just about teaching licenses. So for those that can't see the question, it was, have graduates of your bachelor program been able to successfully apply for teaching licenses in their home countries? Marcus has responded to that, just to let the counsellor know. educational licenses are regional, so the direct answer is no. However, many of our graduates successfully attain their home country licenses by completing bridging courses. So I hope that answers your question there. I think that's it in terms of questions. It's been really helpful to learn about the courses offered at Yew Chung College. And thank you so much as well for all the counsellors that have attended today, Crystal as well, and our lovely student. So yes, I don't know if you guys have anything else you wanted to add before we wrap up.
Thank you so much, Malia, and thanks so much for all the participations via Zoom. And yeah, I think Charlie, our current student, just also share with us how actually she experienced. I think that is more important because her words actually is more attractive, more convinced, yeah, to compare to mine. So I don't have any further highlights anymore. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us, and hopefully we can see you in Hong Kong very soon.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
I'll be in touch very soon with the recording. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Bye.